Hello everyone, it's Josh Raptor here, and this is a kind of video response to Boogie2988's video, Copyright Gate, Get a Real Job, which is about the whole shenanigans that's going on with the big gaming companies and how it's going to affect YouTubers who kind of make a living off doing Let's Plays and video game reviews and things like that. So, for example, PewDiePie when he plays games, and Angry Joe when he reviews them, same with Total Biscuit. And also like Tobuscus and various other Let's Players and video game players. Basically, it's going to be, even though you're with like a network or a partnership or something, the big game companies can still go, no, I don't want you making a video like that. I'm going to basically flag this, and you're not going to get any money off it. I'm going to get money off it instead. And if I really don't like it, it's going to get removed. And normally, if you're with a partnership or a network, they kind of buy the rights, as it were, for you to play games. So it's like, I'm playing COD Ghosts, and then I'm with a partnership. Normally, if I just played COD Ghosts and uploaded it, and I wasn't with a partnership, then I'd have kind of like no one protecting me. It was like, I'm playing a game, and I don't really have the rights to upload gameplay footage and make money off it and things. But with the network, they step in the way and go, no, he's with us, we have the rights to do it, so he kind of has the rights to do it. Isn't that cool? And then the big companies are like, well, yeah, that's fine, you pay us a little bit of money, like, and that's why they take a kind of a percentage of your thing. So, for example, I'm with Social Blade, so it's like it's a 60-40 split. I get 60% of what I earn, they get 40%, and 40% of that is to kind of help them run their base of operations, but also to give some money to their higher up companies, so they can be like, wow, thank you for that, carry on making great games. But the main video that Boogie did was that these people who make a living off YouTube doing video game commentaries and reviews and everything, then they're going to lose a lot of income, because they upload a video and they go, right, this is I don't know, newest game that's come out, I've done a review of it, it's going to get hundreds of thousands of views, it's going to be amazing, and then like the big companies have gone, no, we don't like it, so you're not having that. Or you can have it up, but we're going to flag it, so you can't earn any money off that. So even if it gets like millions of views, you're not getting a single penny of that, we're all going to get it. So basically you're making videos for us. And a lot of YouTubers don't like that. But the thing is, a lot of YouTubers they had a job for a bit, and they've been really lucky. Like, they've uploaded a game at the peak of when it comes out, and like people have just flogged to that channel, and they've just gone, wow, that channel's great, he does great videos, and then they've risen from that, and then they've got like loads of subscribers and views and a nice income, so they've quit the job. They've gone, I don't want a job anymore, I want to do YouTube. But now this has happened, it's like, well, if this carries on, I'm going to lose a lot of income, and it's probably not going to be enough to get me to pay the rent and pay the bills and everything, so I'm actually going to have to go out and get a real job. But then it's like all these like thousands of subscribers they have, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, depending who it is, they're going to be like, well, I'm sorry guys, but I can't make videos anymore because of the bigger power-up companies. Like, I know Nintendo's been doing it quite a lot. If you've got a video and it was uploaded, even if it was uploaded years ago, and it was like of Mario or whatever, and like no one really gives a crap about it. It came out like 2 years ago or something, and you did a video on it, and it got you a nice bit of money and stuff. Nintendo can go along and they can just go, no, I don't want that video anymore. So whoever goes and looks at that video anymore, if it isn't just taken down abruptly, because that's what Nintendo seem to be doing, I mean, you're not going to get any money off that. And then it's like, basically, if you do Let's Plays or anything to do with video games, even if it's video games news and you show a little bit of a trailer or something, then they can just go, no, you're not allowed to do that. And a great example is what happened, but it doesn't have to be the higher up, the big game companies that are doing it. Anyone can seem to be jumping on the bandwagon and flagging your video now. And it used to be like that. It used to be like, I'm going to flag your video for game content, and then your partnership would normally deal with it and be like, no, you're not, because he's with us. But now it seems to be, now that these higher up companies and YouTube have kind of opened that little window, everyone seems to be grabbing it, because this happened with NerdCube's video, where he uploaded a video and it was like, well, no, this is the example he gave. Say he uploaded a video of GTA 5, and you know, he uploads like a bit of a trailer for, like at the very beginning, and then he plays the game and he talks about it and everything. Well, some Spanish YouTube channel had also shown the same little bit of trailer he did, and then they've somehow claimed they've put a claim against his video saying, "Oh no, we made that." And like, whilst this claim thing's going on, like, YouTube will look at it and go, "No, you probably didn't, but we have to do this in a civilized manner." But whilst they're doing that, like, everyone's looking at NerdCube's video because it's like, wow, it's NerdCube, and like he's getting no money for it now because it's all going to the Spanish guy. So by the time they've sorted out the claim, the Spanish guy goes, "Well, actually, yeah, it wasn't my video, but I've made a fair bit off it because I said it was my video." And it's some big, like, I'm slating the big kind of higher up game developers and things. Not all of them are doing it. I know EA, surprisingly, are only kind of half doing it. They're like, well, because they know that if someone does a video of their game on YouTube, it is like free advertisement, basically. It's like, well, we made adverts and they're on YouTube and they're on telly and everything, and that's pretty cool. We've got celebrities to do them in and stuff. So it's like, we're like EA doing it. Sorry, I just had to kind of, my window blew open because it's really windy here. So as I was saying, EA are kind of like, they know that if someone does a video of their game on YouTube and they're quite popular, it'll get loads of views and everyone will go, "Wow, I want to play that game," and then they'll go buy the game. And they know deep down that a lot of their sales are from people like playing on YouTube, like PewDiePie and everything. But then they're kind of like, well, we're not really getting anything out. We're getting like money off that, but then they're kind of making money off of our game, and obviously we're not quite happy about that. So sometimes they flag it, sometimes they give you a bit of a warning, and sometimes they just downright like drop it. Like, I know Nintendo, like I said, are doing it. Sony are occasionally doing it as well. They're like, well, yeah, you're playing our game because you've got the PS3 recordy thing. That's pretty cool. And then like upload a video and they go, and then, but it seems to be because this happened to Tall Biscuit a while back. He uploaded some game footage and he did a bad review of it because he didn't like the game. And the game company was like, "No, we're not liking that." So they dropped the video like within a few hours of it being out, and then they just like attacked Total Biscuit and was just like, get his channel shut down. "I don't like this, blah 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 blah." And that seems to be what they're doing now. YouTube have basically gone, "Oh, these people are playing games. How do you feel about it?" And then the game companies are like, "Oh, well, they're protected by the networks and everything." And YouTube have basically gone, "No, they're not anymore. We don't think that's good. I think you should quite happily go out and attack these and ruin their income and everything." So like, this video has mainly been a clarification of what it is really. But going back to Boogie's video, these big YouTubers are going to have to go out and get jobs. They're going to have to go out there and get jobs. And like, people get laughed at for saying, "Oh, I make a living on YouTube," because it's like, well, that's just stupid. It's really easy and everything. It's not really easy, because I know I don't upload as much as the bigger YouTubers, but like, it takes me quite a while to get a video done. I have to do a fair few takes. I have to get it edited. I have to do this, that, and the other. Obviously, with these are kind of like my podcasty videos. So there's not a lot of video to edit. It's more of the audio. But when I do like my top 10s and everything, I've got to get my material and do my research and all that. Find days to do it whilst I'm working as well. But like the bigger YouTubers, okay, they don't have work to go to, but they have these big events to go to and go meet up with the fans, and they have to get these games, and they have to, some of them hire agents because they're that busy, because they have to talk to these bigger companies to get early games and things like that. So when they go out into the real world, as it were, I know it's kind of bad to say that, but when they go out into the real world and they want a job, then it's like, people are like, "Oh, well, what have you been doing all these years?" It's like, well, I make videos on YouTube, and that's how I pay for my house and my electric and everything. And then they've gone, well, okay. And they don't, like, most companies will be worried on how, like, "Oh, you've hired people that just sit around and do YouTube all day." And like, obviously they don't want to explain to every single person who inquires about it that actually you doing YouTube is really busy, because most of them probably don't do YouTube videos. So it's like, "Oh, I'm hiring Tall Biscuit, and he spent years on YouTube, and that's how he's paid for his house and everything." And it's like, "Yeah, well, what skills has he got?" And he probably has like a nice CV and everything, but I mean, people like PewDiePie and kind of biggish, smallish Let's Plays that only get like 10,000 views or something, but like, it's enough to make a living on YouTube, and they've obviously quit the job and then it's like, well, but they're quite young. and it's like they're in the like mid-20s and early 30s, like Syndicate and stuff. And then he's got to go out and go, well, I've been working, but it's been on YouTube. I haven't actually been in an office or anything. So, like, whether they're going to have to go out and, I don't know, do uni or do some courses or something so they can get a job. And what's worrying is how many of these people are going to come back. Like, because these big YouTubers, they've got to go out and get jobs. But they've also got to make videos as well, because they don't want to let down all the fans that they've had for years and all the new ones that they've brought in. But it's like, I've got to work enough to pay for my house and my electric and everything. So whether it's going to be they're going to have to downgrade from where they're living now, and like until they get back up on their feet and YouTube realises it's fucking everyone over, or I don't know, because YouTube is going to be full of vlogs and special effects videos and everything non-gaming, and like video game companies, I hope, will realise that they are throwing away a lot of free advertising. It's like they're going to look at their view, they're going to bring out a game, and they're going to go, bugger me, that made like shit no money. Like our other game before it made like twice as much as this. Why? And they're going to go into it and they're going to go, crap, it was YouTubers. It was YouTubers that were getting our video, and I mean getting our game like so well known and out there and things. Like, because all these small indie developers, they might not have enough money to put an advert on telly and everything, but like Nerdcube, someone will pick it up and play it, and that's like, he's got 1 million subscribers. That's like, I don't know, 500,000 people most likely will see that video and go out and get the game. Whereas, but if they're like, if no one, but it's like that's how it's affecting it. It's like the little ones, the indie gamer guys, like, oh, I don't mind him playing that. Yeah, he can make some money off it. He's made us loads of money because people have found a game which he wouldn't have otherwise. Whereas all these bigger companies are just like, no, I don't like it. But because the bigger YouTubers can't do the big games, they'll kind of be put off doing games in general. So the whole gaming side of YouTube is just going to be put asleep and put to one side. And only, I'd say, the people like myself who like have a job and do videos on the side are going to be left. And like, yes, some people are thinking, oh, it's great because some of us smaller guys can just fly up to the top and we can be the big guys. And it's like, yeah, but when you get to the top, you'll have loads more people to entertain, so you're going to have to do more videos, so you're going to have less time to actually work, so then you're going to try and start getting money off YouTube, but then because of this copyright thing, you're going to be in the exact same position as the bigger guys were before you. So it's just like, bugger. And I don't mind vlogs and everything, but like, a lot of my opinions on games have been from other YouTubers playing it, 'cause I'm like, well, that game's like 40 quid, and I don't want to go in and pay 40 quid and get it and be like, oh, well, I don't quite like it, because then I've got to trade it in for like half the price, and that's like kind of 40 quid wasted. Whereas if I go see like PewDiePie or Tobuscus or Syndicate play it, and I have a look, and I'm just like, oh, well, that's actually a pretty good game, I'll go buy it, or oh, that doesn't really look like my cup of tea, I'm glad I saw this first. But because no one's going to be doing that, some people are going to be like, well, I don't want to buy the game, or some people are like, I'm going to buy the game and see what happens. And it's really sad that these people have spent years on YouTube getting the hundreds of thousands of views and everything, and they've built up a big kind of family, as it were, lots of fan base, and they're gonna get money off it. But now they can't get money off it, and it's just like someone's gone along and gone, you're fired, or you can work, but you're not gonna get any money for it, so go away. And that's quite sad. So thanks for watching.